What up? What up? What up? Welcome to Behind the Grind.
What's up, y'all?
We're gonna let this room build a little bit.
We litty two titty.
Yes, sir. Drop some GMEs, give us a like, some shares.
Support the
GME, what does that mean?
Grind Mode every day.
Oh, I never knew. I always see you guys posting it, and I never knew what it meant.
Oh.
That's just gonna be a trivia question in 30 years.
Right. The one
GME.
they have the Grind Mode documentary. Yo, what the GME?
Yeah.
The Grind Mode biopic.
Don't doubt it. Guys, what's good? What's good? Give us a like, give us a share. I see a few people in here now. What's up, Darrell? What's up, Mom? What's up, AO? Guys, if you're in here, drop a what's up, drop a GME, drop a like, give us a share, please. We're gonna let this room build for a sec. You see our guest. Yo, I'm broke as shit out here. Someone hook it up. I don't know about that, man. Drop the cash app.
You're asking the wrong man.
Ace about to drop his cash app, bro.
Only got the money for the bills right now.
It's past the first. Yo, bills were due on the first, man.
You feel me?
Bills were due on the first, man. Guys, y'all see the guest. I'm gonna play the little commercial. When we come back, we're gonna get into it. All right.
Hey.
Book. Welcome to Behind the Grind, Volume 61. I am your host, Trip B. This is my co-host,
Johnny ConCepTz.
Y'all see, we're gonna keep peeling back the curtain on some of your favorite Grind Mode affiliates. Tonight we got the homie KevAdventures. Kev, what's good, man?
You already know, man. KevAdventures, Yonkers, New York. You feel me? Shout out to Grind Mode. You feel me? Shout out to Trip. Shout out to Johnny, man. We outside. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
For sure. We outside all day. Guys, Kev's gonna let us know right now how he found hip-hop music. And I want to know if hip-hop was something, that you was always in the household growing up as a kid, or was hip-hop something you came into a little bit later in life?
Man, so boom. First and foremost, you feel me? I'm Caribbean, you know what I mean? Dominica, same places like 21 Savage and all that stuff, you know what I mean? That's where he's from. So to be honest, we didn't even have hip hop in the house. We had like calypso music and all that stuff. You feel me? All that Caribbean stuff, the West Indies stuff. So most of the stuff, because I grew up originally in the Bronx, I heard it outside. Like when I heard like who I saw like 50 Cent and all that, you know what I mean? I would hear like Angie Martinez, If I Can Go. Yo, Angie Martinez, If I Can Go. I heard that all over, especially in the early 2000s and shit like that. Shit like that. Early Day, Big, all that stuff. It was mostly outside. It wasn't really in the house like that.
Right. So when was it that you brought it into the house, and was it received well?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you got Caribbean parents, they'll be like, what is this type of stuff? You know what I mean? All that crazy stuff. So when I started listening to Fifth, I started listening to like to M, you know what I mean? But where I got my inspiration from, like the early West Coast alternative rap scene, like Far Side, you know what I mean? Freestyle Fellowship, you know what I mean? Souls of Mischief and stuff like that. Right. That's when I kind of really brought it into the crib. I like music I could relate to, you know what I mean? Right. I felt like those dudes I really relate to. When I hear like 50 Cent or like or even like, we take it to the Yonkers, like LOX, you know what I mean, DMX and all that. I see what's going on outside. But when I hear like the Far Side and all the groups I named, that's more like the internal stuff. You feel me?
Right, for sure. Right. I was gonna say I definitely hear your style in some of those names you mentioned with the articulate shit and the big vocabulary and just like the rhythm and the flow of your shit. It's pretty dope, to hear those names and realize that that's how KevAdventures came up and shit. So that's cool.
Absolutely. Now, when did you decide that you were gonna start making music yourself?
Oh man, when I got tired of getting played, like, you feel me? Like I was getting, you know what I mean? You know how it be, you know what I mean? When you're not the most popular, you feel me? One of those type of things. So I was just like, I wanted to express myself, you know what I mean? So I just started. I didn't really write poetry. I just write how I felt. But then I started listening to certain music, and I'm like, man, I want to just rap. You feel me? So I started doing that. I started going out. I didn't really do it in the town. I kind of like when I really wanted to do music, I understood that, a lot of times you don't get love where you at, you get a love where like outside. So I started going to like Manhattan, Lower East Side of Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn and stuff. And I just started developing my shit, going to open mics, you know what I mean? And I was horrible at first, but then I just started, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Learning. I started seeing people who were better than me. One place that I really developed my style at that's really legendary is EO Dub End of the Week in the Lower East Side. A lot of people came from there. Like what's this dude, man? Immortal Technique came from there.
Oh shit.
I don't know if y'all remember Charles Hamilton. You feel me? He got his start.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, who else? A whole bunch of people, man. Homeboy Sandman, like mad people came out of it. You feel me? Or started their careers like doing it. You feel me? So that's where I used to go to all the time.
So
I mean, so I was kind of, I was kind of spoiled.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
What were those shows like?
Man,
knowing that all those like has so much history. Like what was it like performing there?
It was, I mean, don't get me wrong, like it was competitive. You know what I mean? I had somebody I was with, Social Suicide, who it's actually his birthday today. Shout out to my man Social Suicide. He's from Queens. And we used to go down there, you know what I mean? And but the atmosphere was crazy. Number one, well, you know the history of where you're at. It kind of a little bit more. It's like more almost like a feeling. But yo, back in the days, especially like 2010, 2011, 2012, you had to really be nice. There was ciphers outside. You had to go inside, do your thing. You know what I mean? They had competitions all the time going on. Feel me? So it was like intense. Like it was really intense. Feel me? So you have to really just show your shit, come out and really do your thing. You know what I mean? Whether it will be performance, whether it be your skill, or whether it was both. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's super dope, man. So so that's pretty cool. So like, when you started rapping and shit, when did you get to the point, like what age were you at when you got to the point where like, I'm gonna take this from like writing music and shit, and I'm gonna start showing people this, I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna start performing and shit like
that was 19, you feel me?
Yeah.
So around like 2011, like I was in school, I was in Westchester Community College in Valhalla, New York, and I was just there. I'm like, I want to do things in my field, you know what I mean? I mean, here I wanted to make my folks good, folks happy and shit like that, but I'm like, I want to do what I really want to do. So I was like, fuck it, I just started taking like the metro, you feel me, the MTA, and just started moving, you know. That's how I feel like I really got it started, you know what I mean? That's the time I met my man Social Suicide again. So started just moving back, you know what I mean? I would go to Queens and do my shit, but around 19.
Now, was your stage name always KevAdventures, or how'd you go through with that with the different names?
So first, they used to call me Young Def because I always used to, like, for some apparent reason, if you like call me from afar, like, when Kev called me, you feel me? And they understand. I would never listen. Like they're close to me to be like, yo, you didn't hear me? I'd be like, nah. So it's like, you know what I mean? At the time, I was like 11, 12, talking about that shit, and they'd be like, "Yo, you Young Def? I'm you young." And I was like, "Yeah." I started rolling that first, but
said I'm young. What?
Yeah,
young what?
Like, what you mean? I didn't hear you from back there. You feel me? Like that. But KevAdventures came out of like a joke, and I wanted to be like as creative. I wanted to make my name like a superhero and shit. You feel me? So I was like, me and my boy, we had a joke watching Adventure Time. And I was, yo, bro, and because I always be on the move. So they'd be like, yo, you always be on adventures, man. And I'm like, yeah. You feel me? And people used to mistake my original name for Kev. Kev ain't my real name. You feel me?
Right.
But they always used to call me Kev for some reason. So I'm like, or Kevin. So I'm like, I'm about to just go with that. And I just put that.
That's hilarious.
That's a cool origin story. That's
funny. But I like that too. It's like, yo, Kev always on some adventures and shit, man. It's cool. But it's not even Kev, but he just roll with it because motherfuckers be calling him Kev anyway. So
yeah, you feel me? And then on top of that, I'd never be in the crib. I remember back in the day, my mom used to be like, well, why you always be out so much? You always become so late. I'm like, I'll be on these adventures, man. And she used to just, she Caribbean, so it's like, stop with that. You know what I mean? You feel me? No hands up and shit. So,
That's cool, man.
It'd be like that, you know what I mean?
That's funny, man. Guys, I got a question for those of y'all up in here. I got these 3 Cypher verses. I'm gonna ask y'all which one we should play. I've got they're all KevAdventures verses, obviously featured from Grind Mode Cypher. We've got Brooklyn, we've got Long Island, and we've got the VIP only event. I'd like to see the first 2 to vote for one of those. What's good, Scandalous? What's good, Natasha? What's good, Rail?
My vote's gonna be Brooklyn. That's my vote.
Brooklyn, yeah, because we was out there. We was out there with Kev.
I think that was my first Cypher too, man. That was a beautiful, beautiful time, man. Feel me?
Was that your debut?
Yeah. Beautiful time.
Yes, that was a beautiful time. A lot of dope ciphers that day. There was like 12 of them, and there was just like a block full of fucking like 50 people. Yeah.
Well, you just got outvoted, so
I remember me carrying the fucking grind mode equipment, some of the grind mode equipment. I'm like, I don't know how I got here, but fuck it.
What am I doing right now? Why am I sweating? Why am I sweating today?
You know what I mean?
Coming from, he just got done with makeup and lights and shit at his house right now, and back then he was still moving the cameras and shit for us. What am I doing? I'm sweating. I don't like this. Where's my towel? Where's my towel? Towel. So I guess Scandalous and Knowledge. What up, Knowledge? What up, Scandalous? Voted for VIP, so we're gonna rock with that. Darrell came in with the Brooklyn a little late, so Brooklyn maybe we'll hold off till later, and we're gonna get into VIP, which is one of the newer series we've shot. I believe we were out there last year. This one is volume 3. It was produced by the homie Evil Dead, who is a dope ass producer.
Facts, he's a monster.
Yeah, we was rocking with Evil Dead back then. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This was 9 months ago, bro. So this was.
Oh yeah, this is a VIP joint. I was thinking Brooklyn. That's what.
Oh, word. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah. No, Evil Dead hasn't been rocking that long, but he has been rocking for at least like 3 or 4 years, I would think.
He's a monster on his beats, man. So facts. That's a fact.
Yeah, big facts. All right, so I got to get back over here. I got to do this. I got to click a few buttons. I got to hit this button, and then I got to come over here. I got to hit this button, and then you got to still hit that button, and then hopefully you guys should be seeing something, and which we are seeing something. So I still know what I'm doing. It's been 3 weeks. Here we go.
I know what to do. If it's dope, let us know what you think. Put the flame emojis, the fire emojis in the chat.
For sure.
This whole cipher was crazy. Feel me? Shout out to everybody in it. I mean,
this was a dope cipher. It was a dope ass event as well. This one's sitting at 37K. This one could get ran up a little bit.
Feel me?
You guys know what to do.
Stone Goons was in the building. That shit was beautiful.
All right, guys. If you will mute your mics, gentlemen, so that we can get the best sound quality possible out of this joint. Guys, we're going to get right into this. Grind Mode Cypher Volume 3, produced by Evil Dead. KevAdventures. Let's go.
It's been a weekend in the malnourished African. Truth, it comes to light like a priest with children in Vaticans. All this food for thought, I'm feeling it through my abdomen. Studying the art of humans, I come from over talking men. My lyrics been riches throughout the Solomon. Bars lethal, shit even cut you off your own Leviathan. Every gem I drop, been supersonic like Sonic. God's Tony start trauma with police. My soul been bionic. My homies kicking ebonics, heard big girls to find it. Rhymes like cracker got you hooked on like phonics. The fire beats like a phoenix. Rain of rhymes in your region, your rappers biting my bars. I'm just gonna say that you're teething. Niggas demons, drinking the social media hate, you're poisonous. Dying unison for your court, heaven's gate. Causing destruction over production with ill breaks. Crime more, realer than a structure, a little Kim's face. I'm off it.
Yeah. The high voice assassin.
My boy killed that though.
Appreciate you.
My boy killed that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to get rid of this. Bang.
So what do you guys think of that? Fire emojis or what?
I mean,
fire emojis. Yeah, I love that verse. It was a dope verse. Like I said again, it was a dope cipher and a dope event. It was one of the best ciphers of the night.
I agree with Global Hip Hop Subway. Your voice definitely cuts through the beat really well.
Yeah.
And it's like you got a unique voice. Like you're kind of like a a sly kind of voice, like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to really describe it, but
like that comes from all like the early West Coast stuff I was listening to. Though.
Yeah.
Here, like Far Side, like I said, you know what I mean? Mischief, even Cypress Hill and shit like that. So I kind of like emulated my style just because I understood I had kind of voice like them. So for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I always thought the same thing. Like you can always tell when it's KevAdventures on the track, which like when from the era I'm coming from, you know, that was something that you always had to have when you were approaching any track and shit like that. AOK says Q-Tip is who you remind of.
That's actually a really good comparison. Q-Tip.
Yeah, I think so too. And because the abstract shit, I think, and is where it really hits for me. In the comparison, so that is a good one. But yeah, I forgot what I was about to say before that. But it's all good. So anyways, you're performing. Like where were you really performing besides the Immortal Technique play? What was the name of that place again?
EO Dub.
EOW, end of the week, right? So were there other venues and shit that you were hitting around, coming up?
Damn, Delancey, that's another one. I was shout out about. I was done by my man Mike, you feel me? He lives in Brooklyn. He like ran that whole shit. When it came to Queens, it would depend in Queens, you feel me? Like it would probably be in like where in Queens where that shit was at, man? Like around Steinway, you know what I mean? Have a lot of dope shit around Steinway in Queens. And then in Brooklyn too, like it would depend in Brooklyn. Like there would be times I would just go to some shit just to find it, rock the spot, you know what I mean? So but my main base was Manhattan. The only reason being everybody came down there from all boroughs and shit like that. And it was the closest way for me to get my ass home. So it's like, you know what I mean? So that's how
that's the both worlds.
You feel me?
That's the both worlds, yeah. No, that's cool. So when did Grind Mode Cypher come into the picture? Like you're rocking now, you've been doing your thing around, the cities and shit like that, in and out of the boroughs, and how did Grind Mode Cypher come across the plate?
Oh man, 2016, there was an affiliate called Ron Donson. Shout out to my man Ron Donson. You feel me?
Remember?
Said, yo, come through to this spot. I'm gonna put you on with this spot. You know what I mean? It's called Grind Mode, and I'm like, I bet. And you guys, I put my information down on there, put my music down on there. You know what I mean? Lingo picked me up. He was like, yo, I like stuff. You know what I mean? Come rock the cypher with us. And I came through, and that's been history. And I've been down ever since. You feel me?
Yeah. So so that was in Brooklyn, right? So describe like we kind of went over it a little bit, but describe like your first real experience there. Like have you done videos before you did Grind Mode or no?
On a cypher base, nah. Like with the cyphers in New York, it was just like after the end of the show, they'll pick people up and be like, yo, come rap and shit like that. Somebody might camera out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never have it like really recorded my voice and do some shit like that, you know what I mean? So that was the first time, and it was a dope experience. Like it was like a block party, man. Like guys was chilling on the corners. That's what I think. Afro was there. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was like people were talking to. It was no hate. Like there was no like jealousy or nothing like that. That's the one thing I loved about it. You feel me? It felt like there was a lot of like love in the spot. You know what I mean? People just wanted to hear dope shit, and they wanted to showcase their shit, and I think that was dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that shit felt like a fucking block party.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. In that Brooklyn series, like that's exactly how it was. Is that like there wasn't people that just kind of showed up, rapped, and left. You know what I mean? Like everyone stayed, everyone was chilling, like everyone was enjoying everyone else's ciphers. So it was really dope.
Right, it was a beautiful, beautiful time. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got drunk on the corner. I don't even know who I was drinking and shit. I was like, oh, how in my hand. You know what I mean?
Where am I? I'm lugging equipment. What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? I loved it though. You feel me?
Yeah, it's good times. It was good vibes. Brooklyn was a great day. I remember like walking around and shit, walking around the name escapes me now of the graffiti group down there.
Bushwick.
Yeah, the Bushwick group and shit like that. Who does all the graffiti down there. The shit was beautiful. They had a bunch of great murals, and we were all down there checking all that shit out and being tourist hip hop heads and shit like that all day in Brooklyn. And then, doing the ciphers was dope and meeting all you guys and you know, the two communities linking up is always dope when we go anywhere. And Brooklyn was one of the first times we were really getting out there. You know, it was how many years ago now? And like 6 years ago. And so I was like, you know, yeah. But it was good times, and you've been down ever since, and one of the long time affiliates we've had now. So it's definitely dope to finally get you on here and shit, man. Cool.
Thanks, man. I mean, you guys did a lot for me, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I have a mentor now who first saw me from Grind Mode. I mean, I posted it on one of my pages, but he found me. I've been working with him ever since. And I'm gonna talk more about him too later on. So
yeah,
it's dope shit, you know, and I want to get some of the affiliates on that shit if it's possible, or whoever wants. You know what I mean?
Word. So I think you could say it met expectations or exceeded expectations.
Yeah.
Still rocking fucking 8 years later. How many years now? 6. My bad. It's almost 7. It's almost 7 years now. Yeah.
Crazy,
that's crazy, man.
Man, life goes on. Life goes so fast, but yo, Grind Mode is just elevating, and that's what a lot of people might hate on that shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people might hate on it because it came from a small community, but yo, it's here now. You feel me? Yeah. We're here. So, you know what I mean? It's gonna go up from here.
Right.
A lot of rock with no like that, but Grind Mode can. You know what I mean? All the affiliates Grind Mode can. So I mean, shit, people can hate all they want, man.
Right. Big facts. Yeah, I mean, you're one Cypherverse away from you know, blowing up your YouTube page to, you know, significant levels to where you're, you know, you feel more well respected and shit. And every time you step out and you come to do a Grind Mode Cypher, you're gonna get a few more new eyes on you, and you're gonna get the opportunity to network with new artists and producers, and you know, get those eyes on you, which is all we really want as independent artists is the you know,
look,
just the look, you know, give us a look, and if you like what you hear, come back again, you know, and buy a t-shirt.
There's a lot of dope talent that probably would have never got out if it wasn't for you guys. You feel me? They still probably would have been in their mother's crib trying to record, trying to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Facts.
A lot of people need to give y'all niggas credit, man. That's a fact. You feel me? A lot of got to give people their credit. You know what I mean?
That's facts. So, like, speaking of like being in the living room and shit like that, so obviously, like, everyone comes from humble beginnings, right? So, like, what would you say right now is your biggest struggle as an artist?
Biggest struggle, honestly, is just trying to get more eyes on. You feel me? Like, you know, because I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Right now I'm working with some big time. And I'm gonna talk about that soon too. But we're working with some big wigs. But even with that, it's just like when you see certain people, they be like, "Yo, man, how the fuck did they get up?" But it's like, you know, it's like, how can I say for real, man? It's like you want to get more eyes on you every day, so you can come back and really be like, I can use this to my advantage, whatever. But you know, I think it's all about the grind. You gotta keep on grinding. You feel me? The biggest struggle, if you don't grind with the shit, your struggle won't be your the struggle. You're gonna keep on struggling.
Big facts. You know, I know what you mean. It's like you know, if you don't go through the struggle, and how are you ever going to appreciate the journey? It's like you're gonna look back one day and just be like, yo, like I'm here, but you don't recognize any of the work. Like you never spent no time rocking in front of 4 fans at a dusty ass club in the borough. Like, you know, and a lot of people, I think a lot of people in the industry probably, you know, haven't spent a lot of time putting in their work. I know a bunch that have, but I guarantee that.
I was gonna say, Trip, I could tell you right now, there's cats in the industry, and this is just facts because this is what my mentor told me. People I was on the phone with, and all that, man. A lot of these dudes, man, they are only on because of clout. They're not even on because of hard work. Some of them, you feel me? They're on because, you know what I mean, somebody just said something. They said they look like a rapper. Now they got them in a spot. You know what I mean? So trust me, clout is dangerous. You feel me? It's in the rock. You know what I mean?
But those are the type of people that are not going to be around for too long. You know what I mean? They'll have their little run for like 1 year, and then people will forget about them because they don't put in the work.
Forget about it.
You can't see none of their work prior to it. You know? I'm not gonna name no names of the people I'm speaking on. Feel me? But it's just like when I'm speaking to my mentor about some of these people, man, it's disappointing. You feel me? Because it's like you see cats like me, cats like who be on Grind Mode put it in the real work, but they're going after a dude just because of how they look, and I think that's kind of funny. You know what I mean? Yeah. People gotta come and check out what's going on. So I've been putting people on to like what's going on. You feel me? So you know.
Yeah, he says it's not even about the lyrical shit. It's not like it used to be.
Right.
Yeah, you know, like you said, you know, social media is a dangerous tool, and it works to, you know, some people's advantage, but not always to hip hop fans' advantage. You know, it may work to some dude's advantage who some, you know, executive somewhere thinks looks like a rapper, or some investor somewhere thinks looks like a rapper, whatever a rapper looks like.
Right. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I was speaking to I'm gonna keep it a band. This is I didn't tell nobody this yet, but I was speaking to this guy, man. His name is Devin White. He works with LFG, that's basically connected to Rock Nation and shit like that, man. I was telling him, like, he's a singer himself, and I was basically telling him like yo, bro, like, you know, there needs to be like two set, like there gotta be like about more of a balance, man, like, and because like, yo, on the radio you only hear like one side of music, you feel me? Unless you're shifted into like a certain type of music station or whatever. If you go on Hot 97 or Power 105, you only gonna hear one side. What side? One, you know what I mean? One sound.
Sure.
He be looking at me, be like, yeah, man, but that's just how the industry works. I need to be that way though. And he you know that. He's like, yeah, man, but still, da, da, da. And I'm like, man, whatever. You feel me? I had to brush him off a little bit, but
I mean,
funny, but
I mean, it's always kind of been like that through other means, like payola. And payola still are out there today, where, like, you know, the executives and the record labels are paying the DJs and the radio stations to stay active at their radio stations and stuff like that. You know, it's almost like a sponsorship in a way, where it's like, you know, we're gonna kick you X amount of dollars every month for our artists to get X amount of spins.
Yeah, it's corny though at the end of the day for me, because it's not showcasing talent. But I tell artists all the time, man, just keep working and keep doing what you do. Gain your fan base. You know, you start making your money. Because 100 fans put in $100 and they give you $100. So it's like, you know, you guys got to keep on working, just build your base. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So, Johnny, you got one before rapid fire? I was gonna say, I was gonna ask him what he's working on now, but I want to wait till after rapid fire for that.
Let's wait for after. All right, yeah, I got a question. So we're kind of touching on it right now. So everyone is like a rapper nowadays. You can literally just buy a microphone and rap in your house. Like, so what makes you different than everybody else?
I feel what makes me different from everybody else is the work ethic, man. Like, you see me like right now, for the past couple of years, prior to Grind Mode, we was going everywhere. Atlanta, you feel me? We was going to fucking North Carolina, South Carolina. Me and this small collective, I'm with SONY, you feel me? I'm gonna talk about them a little bit too later on. But yeah, it's just the work ethic, man. Like, a lot of cats rap and shit, like, they don't leave their block. You feel me? They don't leave their neighborhood. You feel me? So it's like, me, I'm just like, I got the work that shows it. You know what I mean? We did a show actually with Benny the Butcher's artist, Soprano. We did it. We threw it up in Buffalo 2 weeks prior to the shooting. You feel me? Up there, like, you know, it'd be shit like that. You know what I mean? Just so we're showing people that, you know, we out here really doing it. So me, from a lot of other people, a lot of people probably wouldn't go up out their neighborhood and do what they do. So.
Be going on those adventures.
Right.
And I was gonna say too, like being affiliated with a group like Grind Mode too, it's like you've got to have a bigger network, you know, multiple times the size of a lot of artists as well too. It's like, you know, you've got a lot of other eyes on you just for that case alone, whether it's people, you know, whether it's the crumbs from other artists being like, you know, the eyes as like the crumbs, where it's like they found you through franchise, or they found you through me, or they found you through Grind Mode, or they found you through whoever. It's always like, because it's the same network, so it all counts because of Grind Mode.
Peace to my brother Franchise, friend. That's my brother right there, man. For real. You know what I mean? That's my brother. You know what I mean? Like, nothing but love for him, man. For real.
Shout out Franchise.
Big shout out to Franchise. Feel me?
We had him before.
Collective and all that. Peace to the links. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Word. I think it's time.
I think it might be that time. And what time is it? It's time for rapid fire. Sponsored by Brawlers in Clothing. Trip, explain them what rapid fire is.
Oh, you were doing so great, bro. I felt like I cut you off, and then I didn't want to cut you off, and then I felt like I still did anyway. And it was still good.
That's why I'm trying to pass you the ball. We're turning it over right now.
That's all good, guys. Welcome to Rapid Fire, brought to you by Brawlers in Clothing. We're going to ask KevAdventures a set of either/or questions, and we're just looking for a one-word answer. No explanations, please, because we don't care anyway. And shit like that. So we're gonna have this little screen pop up as soon as my high ass hits this button, right? Pause. And hold on 2 minutes. Okay, here we go. Can y'all see that? Yeah. All right, wait. All right, Johnny, get a question lined up. I'm gonna I don't want the volume to be crazy on this because the volume goes nuts. So let me just check this real quick, guys. My bad. I don't want it to be full screen, man. Oh, well, we're just going to rock with it. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Would you rather be too fat or too skinny? Trip, go.
Oh, my bad. Def Jam or Sony Music?
Def Jam.
What would your superpower be?
Invisibility.
Daytime or nighttime?
Nighttime.
Pool or the beach?
Beach.
Kanye is a rapper or producer?
Producer.
New York or California?
New York.
I was gonna say, bro, you gotta go. You're going back home later, right? Outer space or bottom of the ocean?
Outer space.
Favorite brand of cereal?
Or Kellogg's.
Kellogg's is so. It's like
all of them.
Never mind, sorry. Lyrics or beats?
Lyrics.
What would your murder weapon be?
A knife.
Smartest man or richest man?
Smartest.
Basketball or football?
Basketball.
Christmas or your birthday?
Birthday.
Kevin Durant or LeBron?
LeBron.
Pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
Bone-in wings or boneless wings?
Boneless.
Recording or performing?
Recorded.
Mario or Luigi?
Mario.
Loud neighbors or nosy neighbors?
Nosy.
Shirts or skins?
Skins.
Rich and miserable or broken happy?
Broken happy.
Hot weather or cold?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hot weather or cold weather?
Hot weather.
Would you rather be a vegan or a vegetarian?
Vegan.
You got to wear a wrinkled shirt or a stained shirt? Wrinkled shirt.
That was dope. That was real dope. Real dope.
Yeah, it was fun. Oh man.
Okay, said dirty feet or dragon breath?
Dragon breath.
Dragon breath. I don't know, bro. I go, oh man, I don't know, dirty feet. Because everyone knows they got dragon breath. They be like, damn, bro, the one with dragon breath for real.
At least with dirty feet, you can wear shoes. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Nobody be like that.
Want you know what I mean? I just speak up once and then they gotta go. You feel me?
Damn, bro.
Yo, what up, Rage? Thanks for kicking in with us.
Rage, what up, man? Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Facts.
We're going to be talking about some more stuff, but if you have any questions for KevAdventures, make sure y'all put it in the chat. We're going to try and get to every single one of them. So if it goes up in the chat, don't worry. We're going to go back and try to find them. So
yeah, and if you're watching this on replay, you can click the live chat option underneath the video, and you can see the questions being asked in the live conversation as well. And shout out to y'all watching the replay.
Shout out to everybody supporting for me and support Grind Mode, support the Good Mode album, man. For real, man. You know what I mean? Outside.
Big facts.
So let's talk about what's up next for KevAdventures. What's going on?
Oh man, so first and foremost, I wanted to go back to my mentor. Shout out to my LT and the collective, small collective I'm in, SONY. A lot of people remember me from the dojo. I'm still with the dojo. Shout out to Sir Spitz. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? I've just been working with and close to this collector called Going Wild. We got 2 shows, big shows, man. One show is in June with According to Hip Hop in Atlanta. We got some Griselda cats coming through. We got Black Soprano Family coming through. You know what I mean? Fuego Bass is one of them. Y'all know Fuego Bass.
Yeah.
Right? Fuego Bass. Benny the Butcher artist, Street Soprano is gonna be there. You know what I mean? We've been rocking with him real close. And According to Hip Hop, you know what I mean? They have a big platform in Atlanta, and we're doing that June 17th. And then after that, we have a show in North Carolina, Wilmington, that we're throwing called Feisty Fest, Stop the Violence Movement. You feel me? We're just talking about, you know, we're not saying that, we're not trying to make everybody kumbaya at that show, you feel me? But we're just talking about the issues that we can do to stop them, to make the violence, you know, decrease a little bit, because we thought nobody really talking about the violence in the streets. So we was like, fuck it, be the change you want to see. So that's in July 7th. After that,
this motherfucker said, we're not trying to say stop the violence, but let's try to decrease it a little bit.
We can't want to do, right? But we can talk to motherfuckers, you feel me?
Facts.
You feel me?
Right, anyway,
I'm being real about it. You
yeah,
feel me?
big facts. That's why I wanted. That's why I wanted to point it out. Yeah, like let's be real. Like, yeah,
it's real. You can't stop them doing some crazy shit, but we can stop people. Try to stop people collectively from doing some dumb shit.
And at least for the night too. Like, let's all get together. Let's have a good time and have a party. Like, you know, support a good cause.
We don't have no issues, no fights, no guns, and no crazy shit going on all the time. Feel me? So it's like, you know, same type of concept. You know what I mean? Just bringing peace, and we just want to showcase good artists. You know what I mean? So that's something that's going on, and we still got slots and all that shit for people too. So any Grind Mode affiliate, or even if you're not a Grind Mode affiliate and you want to come and showcase your stuff, you want on in Atlanta, if you want to meet Fuego Bass and Street Soprano, and According to Hip Hop, you can. We're gonna have some people coming through for the show in North Carolina also in July. So any artists that want to come through, they can just hit me up on my Facebook. You know what I mean? And that's for anybody. Anybody that wants to talk to me, hit me up on my Facebook. You know what I mean?
Word.
Facts.
As his phone starts blowing up, and now we can't do the interview no more because fucking motherfuckers just like, yo, what up? What up? I seen you on Behind the Grind. What up? What up? Ding, ding, ding. Like Johnny's phone sometimes. Ding, ding.
And shout out to Black Soprano Family. Shout out to According to Hip Hop Troop and all that. Big shout out to Fuego Bass. That's a good brother right there, Connecticut born. Shout out to Street Soprano, Buffalo, New York. So, you know what I mean? We're going to have a good motherfucking time there. Feel me?
Yeah, let's go.
So how did you get involved in the relationship with your mentor?
He saw one of the Grind Mode Cyphers, and he was like, yo, you do a lot. I see you do your thing coming from Yonkers, New York, the Lost Borough, da-da-da. I was trying to tell him, originally, man, I'm not from Yonkers, man. I'm from the Bronx, bro. You know what I mean? So he was like, yo, I like what you're doing. Come rock with me. And I've been rocking with him ever since. He always gives me advice. He always basically just puts me on certain events and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We've been working with people close in the industry like Rock Nation, Sony, you know what I mean, Atlantic, you know what I mean, crazy shit like that in the background, you know what I mean? We perform for them too and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And it's not on some evil conspiracy type, you know, Illuminati shit. It's just like, you know what I mean, good brothers that come through and just want to help out, you know what I mean?
That's dope, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time down there. I already know the vibe.
I mean, if y'all want to pull up too, y'all can. I know y'all doing y'all thing out here, but you know what I mean? If y'all can, if y'all want to. Again,
I mean, you said we can shoot Grind Mode Cyphers down there?
I mean, yeah, I could get that shit. I could get that shit going easily. I mean, all I need to do is just ring my mentor. I'll probably hit up
as AOK just pops back in the fucking chat now. What'd you say? Fucking just
I know Cypher, but we are trying to really do a Grind Mode Cypher soon with we're trying to get the Black Soprano Family to come through and do it for real. So well, we're talking. We're trying to get it going on. You know what I mean? So me and the homie franchise, you know what I mean? I don't want to put it out there, but you know what I mean? We trying to get
You just did.
We gonna get something going on. Trust me.
I gotta blow the exclusive horn now.
There it is. It's official now. The drop has been made now. The announcement has been made. That's it.
We're gonna definitely get that shit going, man. Feel me?
We're joking, guys. We do not have any dates.
Yeah, no.
Chill. We're joking.
No contracts have been signed.
Yeah. We haven't had the next contract yet. You feel me?
All right. Take Global's question. I got another question too about grind mode that I'm going to ask first, because I kind of forgot about it. All right, so you've been rocking with grind mode since like 2016 and shit. Who are 5 or give me some names? I don't really like to put a number on it. Grind Mode Cypher affiliates that you can see yourself working with. Maybe you've already worked with them. You see yourself working with them again.
Hey, that's tough, man. It's too many. You feel me? It's too many. I want to damn. Both of y'all, Trip B, Johnny, both of y'all. You feel me? Right. We got. Let me see, man. Franchise, of course. Shout out to my man City. I mean, AOK. Feel me? Hey, Lingo. Feel me?
Yeah.
There's more. This is just off the top of the head. You feel me? I'm not trying to shut nobody out because there's too many dope affiliates in this shit.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, shout out City, man.
Me and Trip are definitely down. We're always down to work with anybody. So.
Yeah, shout out City, but fuck those other guys. No, I'm just on my stand-up shit tonight. That's all. But I'm sitting down.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Type of energy.
Damn.
So hit him with Global's question, man.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. So Global had a question here. We were gonna rock with it. It says, my question is, when do you work on an album?
Right now, I'm just doing singles. You know what I mean? Just doing singles. I want to do an album, but I'm waiting on that a little bit for a certain reason. I'm not gonna talk about it right now because it's not.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
And singles are kind of the move now, anyway. You know, like.
This is a great segue, by the way. So just saying. So
let's
go. Okay.
Yeah, singles are kind of the move because, like, that's where like the industry is going. So, like, people want to hear something right now. They don't want to hear something. They don't want to have to wait for an album. So, that's so wonderful thumbnail right there.
So speaking of singles. KevAdventures dropped this joint about 2 weeks ago now. I wanted to get it on. I wanted to do the show last week while it was a little more fresh, but we held back till this week, which is cool too. Obviously, you guys can go run this up after this show and give my man a subscription and a like if you don't mind. But we're gonna run up this joint right here. KevAdventures, Like My Bop, official music video. This is a fire joint. The video is very well done. Let's rock it, guys. If you could mute your mics for me. Here we go. Oops.
It's been a vibe,
Just to make this.
Tell niggas I can do what they do too until I do all some fire shit. Let me show y'all niggas why yo,
Ooh, that dress so scandalous. And you know that a nigga can't handle this. See you shaking that thing like who the ish. See the look in your eyes so devilish. She throw it back to the beat, not stop. Make a nigga stop and lose the top. Weird ass nigga, but she like my pop. Weird ass nigga, but she like my pop. Her ass shine like a disco. Met her in the spot, bumping the Cisco. Told me do it like an artist lit though. Told her open wide, swallow my kids hoe. We don't nigga, but I'm red though. Got your shorty in the bed though. Go and commando. Do it door for a bed though. Told her to take that like Diddy back in 04. Strapped like I'm going to war. Ain't need no Christian Dior. Just my Dior. I flew inside like it's NASDAQ. Middle bomb like she born on the Baghdad. Bob different like 2 chains and that's that. Fine wine instead of busting gas. All Svasky, I paying that. Have you feeling like a queen fat? Niggas jealous cause I'm rocking a bucket hat. Cheap jeans and a bag in a baggy hat. Used to be too weird for bad ones. Now look at the fire bad ones. Baby, you know I'm the one. Fuck with me, you won. Cause I'm a point like a gun. To have a so-called real nigga run. Ooh, that dress so scandalous. And you know that a nigga can't handle this. See you shaking that thing like who the is. See the look in your eyes so devilish. She throw it back to the beat, not stop. Make a nigga stop and lose the top. Weird ass nigga, but she like my pop. Weird ass nigga, but she like my pop. Ooh, that dress so scandalous. And you know that a nigga can't handle this. See you shaking that thing like who the is. See the look in your eyes so devilish. She throw it back to the beat, not stop. Make a nigga stop and lose the top. Weird ass nigga, but she like my pop. Weird ass nigga, but she like my Ooh, that dress so scandalous, and you know that a nigga can't handle this. See you shaking that thing like who the is. See the look in your eyes so devilish. Still back to the beat, not stop. Make a nigga stop and lose the top. Weed ass nigga, but she like my pop. Weed ass nigga, but she like my pop.
Yeah.
All right. That shit's gonna hit in the ATL.
Oh yeah. I actually did it in the ATL last year, and people went crazy. So I'm like, fuck it, let me do it. You know what I mean? So you know, that's what they like down there, kind of, sort of. So you know,
right.
Hey,
Yeah, man, it has a great vibe, great flow. It's like semi-personal kind of, because you're just like, I'm a weird ass motherfucker, but there's just still something about me, you know. You feel me? Like,
just make it. I made that for like the cats in the corner. You feel me? The cats that be inside. That, you know what I mean? We don't really want to be on some crazy shit. Right. You know what I mean? But you know, hey, that don't mean I'm not lit. You feel me?
Right.
I like how you paid homage to Cisco there. That was a dope little hook.
Appreciate it.
The video was very well done. So whoever did that, shout out to them.
Shout out to my man Da Vinci, man. I think if I'm not mistaken, he's from all over. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean, he's a good dude. You feel me? And he really held it down for that. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. Yeah, good shit, bro.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead, John.
So we got a question from Vendetta in the chat. He said, what would be your approach to making an album? Do you do a concept album, super personal, or a lineup of all smash hits?
It depends, man. If I made like an album, it has to be something that's close to me. Feel me? Like it gotta be something that not only I can relate to, but the next man can relate to. You feel me? Like even the songs like that, when I say like my bop, like I'm not gonna not talk about, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna talk about who I'm not. You feel me? I'm gonna talk about who I am for real. You know what I mean? So when it comes to that, I'd rather just kick some real shit to the people. You feel me? Some shit that people can really, like I said, people can relate to. So I guess you could say more personal. You know what I mean?
Right. Cool. That's cool. I was gonna say he can't tell us right now. He ain't gonna talk about what kind of album he's dropping. He's just dropping singles right now.
He's dropping singles right now, but I do have some in the chamber. You know what I mean? But I'm just a couple things. It's just a couple things I'm trying to get sorted out first before I even drop that shit.
So you have an opportunity to do a show. You can do this show in front of 3,000 people, and you're like opening up for a much bigger act than yourself. But you have the opportunity to do this show and potentially grab some fans out of this and have a great time. Maybe meet one of your, superstar friends or whatever. Or you can do a show in front of 300 people where everyone's there to strictly see KevAdventures. What show would you be more interested in performing?
Yeah, that's a good question. Probably the one with KevAdventures, because they can always come back and buy the merchandise, buy the products. You feel me? Come check me out on the chat and all that. You know what I mean? When it comes to new fans, when it comes to new people, you don't even know. At least they have, like, if I did a show like that with just people who know me and shit, it's familiarity. So, they'll be appreciative to come see you, and then they could come back and, you know what I mean, get the merch and all that, you know what I mean, and support you if you do like a live stream or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not only that, but people are gonna bring their boyfriends, their girlfriends, their homies, and like even if they don't know you, they might become a fan at the end of the night too. So, and like it's people just gonna be rocking with you. Like if they're coming to see you, they're rocking every song. They know the words.
Right? As opposed to going to some spot where people nobody knows you, or only a few people know you. It's like you got to win them over first, and then you got to, you know what I mean? So it's like it's an easier concept. Hey, okay, what's the word?
We need a sound effect. We need a fucking spaceship landing sound effect or something.
How about a school bell?
Classes on session. A-OK, the professor. A-OK.
The professor. Yo, I had to pop on the show. I said I was gonna pop on the show. Real quick, I want to give Kev his flowers, man. You're a dope artist, and I'm glad you've been rocking with the team as long as you have, bro. And I look forward to working with you even more. You know.
Of course, y'all trust me, man. Number one, it ain't gonna stop. It's G and me. It's G and me for real. You know what I mean? And thank you guys again for having me on here. You feel me? So we're gonna keep on rocking. We're gonna work and we're gonna do all that. You know what I mean? That's a fact.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
All right, fam.
You already know.
Thank you. I'm out.
Thank
Peace.
you for popping on, brother.
Yeah, you have to hit the spaceship one more time. You feel me?
Yeah. Class is over. Class is over. Class is over. Shit. Sorry, I was listening to Stillmatic the other day.
Oh man, that's my shit.
The bridge is over. The bridge is over.
That's my shit.
I don't know, Trip. I instead of another question, why don't we hit them with the Brooklyn Cypher? I kind of want to hear it.
All right, we got another question after that anyway.
Yeah.
But we can rock the KevAdventures debut Grind Mode Cypher. We shot this about 6 years ago. Out in Brooklyn, obviously. This one was produced by Lingo. We just shouted out City a while ago. Shout out to City. You're gonna see his face here on the screen in a second. Because you rapped right after City.
Yeah, which is crazy, right? Shit.
Yeah. So and then I saw another cipher where City was in a cipher with you as well. So
yeah, man, City's a dope artist, man. Big shout out to City and all that. You know what I mean?
This was probably my favorite beat throughout the whole Brooklyn series. And there was a lot of dope ones, but this one was like my favorite.
Also, quick shout out to City and HD for being fellow Beard brothers. And we're gonna rock it like this, Beard Gang. It's a secret gang. Some guys aren't invited. You know what I mean? All right, guys, you know the deal. Mute the microphones. Here we go. Oh wait, here we go. I'll mute mine first too. My bad.
Pop all the tires, make you crash and burn like a Paul Walker's driver. You rapping about rap shit that's materialistic. Rhymes fitting with the guards like a polytheistic. A sadistic rhyme, so you're on the way to be king. Claiming you running things, leave rubber bulls will get your knees strained. I call that Charlie Clips. You can't amount to this. You see male switches since the 90s. We're Bruce to Maryland. Manifest my linguistic that linger throughout my mental. My cerebral is lethal. It ain't coincidental. My bad can't, cause smack the bitch of you so fast. The force could be genetically passed down to your grandkids. Trying to get a grandkid with white girls in their mid-20s who their son was unboxed by Hanson. While I'm enhancing my stilo, I reminisce a little. Bros play me out when I ask to go to party. Now they mad I got a party next door. Kill yourselves in the alley and live to tell the tale. Something like Kalani. Hey, what's up, Grind?
R.I.P. to Baron, man. Came up on screen. That's how you knew he was watching.
Kev, you muted.
He was a good brother, man. He was a good brother. Rest in peace, man. To my man, Red Baron. For real.
Yeah, man. Dope verse. Super fire debut, bro. I mean, like, come on, for real. Like, that's cool. Came in with the fucking with the cuts in the side and shit. I'm like, okay, all right, I see you.
New York Steelers. Shout out to my Dominicans, because my Dominicans held it down for me that day.
I was shout out to the Red Baron, man. Long live Red Baron.
Long live that man.
Yeah, he was the artist that was just about to rap there, guys. If you're not familiar.
And Animal too, man. If y'all check out some Red Baron ciphers, man, because he was a monster.
For sure. Like we're just right there. Brooklyn Volume 3 he was on. Another dope, like that's a crazy dope debut. No wonder why we were so willing to have you back and continuing to rock with us for all these years and shit like that. So you've always been putting it down. And I was wondering,
feel me? It ain't gonna stop. We still got more to do. He's gonna do way more Grind Mode Cyphers, way more and killing it all over. So
facts. I was also gonna say I was looking for Johnny and myself in the background because I know we was there that day. I don't know what happened. I don't know if we shot that one early or late, and I don't know what happened, but we should have been there that day.
Sure, word of my mother. I think you were around the corner, like just talking to
someone. Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, exactly.
That's how I remember.
Yeah.
Like I was watching from like where the camera was because I was with my girl and shit. Well, she was pregnant at the time, so I was with her the entire time. So, but
Facts.
See, I didn't remember that. I thought that was the time you came up with me and Chubbs.
No, I didn't. No, we went. I went with you and Chubbs for like a show out in Brooklyn.
Oh.
It was at the venue Brooklyn Nights.
Yeah.
When there was like a fire on the highway and we just skipped because you wanted to get
on the
McDonald's.
highway.
Yeah, there was like some hazardous shit on the highway or something. I don't remember, but
yeah, they were spraying some kind of like foam all over the side of the highway when we finally got back on the highway after we stopped at McDonald's, and it was some crazy shit. I don't know, like the traffic
like
was
Brooklyn shit.
Yeah, some crazy shit like
but
chemical spill.
We could have been involved in that if he didn't get McDonald's. So like it was
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Divine intervention, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Table question. Oh, you got another question first before that, maybe?
No, I was just gonna say I feel like I've been like dodging death ever since that, man.
Yeah, ever since. It's been coming for me. That was fucking like 8 years ago, bro. Man, you've been doing good. This kid never was it.
You're here with us now, so that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. This kid played tag. We never got caught. Was never it, bro. Like 8 years. I've been chasing death for 8 years.
Really? That's beautiful right there.
I mean, so yeah, table question. Hit him with it.
So you're at your favorite restaurant. There's 6 chairs at the table. You're at one of those chairs. At the other 5 is anyone from any walk of life. They could be like a dead, alive. They could even be a fictional person, like a person an actor is portraying in a movie, like I don't know, like Tony Montana or something.
Yeah.
Could even be a cartoon character, whatever. Who are those 5 people that are sitting at that table with you that you would want to have like that conversation with over dinner and stuff?
Oh man, Tupac. Feel me? Let me see. Sonic the Hedgehog, just cause for my entertainment.
Yes. Finally.
Let me see. Goku. Feel me? Who else? Biggie. And who else? Charles Hamilton.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a cool list. We got our first Goku appearance. That's what's up.
And first Sonic, I think too.
Yeah.
You forget about that goat. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's a real goat right there. You feel me?
Yeah.
My wife was watching Dragon Ball Z last night. She was trying to put my son on to Dragon Ball Z.
Oh man, yo, yeah, you guys are doing the right thing. Let me tell you, you guys are doing an amazing job. Then you feel me?
Did it work?
I know a lot of parents.
Yeah, he was all into it. Lucas is into all those shows. He watches Dragon Ball. Well, he just started Dragon Ball Z, but he's been watching Hey Arnold and fucking SpongeBob and Real Monsters and shit.
Nice.
Fucking crazy.
That's
I was watching the other day, like, know what I mean, on some cool shit. So I understand. Yeah, doing the right thing. Doing the right thing.
Yeah,
keep them more out to those fire joints, to them fire shows. You feel me? Yeah. This shit we grew up on for real.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
I do. So yeah, man, we'll be looking forward to seeing you in some upcoming ciphers and shit like that. And also I'm sure the barbecue will be going down within the next 3-4 months. So be seeing you, relatively soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on. I want to know.
I'm not going anywhere.
Who's paying the bill at this?
That ain't me.
Yeah. I know Sonic is about to be out. So
yeah.
To train and shit. Nah, Tupac because he got Suge Knight.
Yeah. As soon as Suge Knight starts popping shots, Sonic's out. He's just going before fucking the slug even hits the ground, and then Biggie and Pac, maybe they like squash beef and they're in the back just like having some shots and shit. You can go kick it with them and you and Charles.
Goku and Sonic.
All I know is that bill's gonna be bad expensive with Biggie at the table.
And Goku.
Oh damn.
Goku like he eats a motherfucker.
Him and Goku eating them out of house and home. I wonder if Sonic eats like he runs.
Like he probably shit like he runs.
He probably shits like he runs. Probably shits while he's running. We just never knew. Sonic's got the gold rings, bro. He just throws the gold ring at the waitress, like, bam, we out.
Right? Shit, we out to a whole nother fucking place and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck the, feel me?
Or now Vendetta is just turning it in the wrong way, and he says now you just steal all of his gold coins for yourself. I guess is this what this implies? Yeah.
Demon timing. That's demon time, but it might work. It might work.
Yeah. Just pocket tap them shits fall right out.
You feel me?
Yeah, all these gold coins.
Another universe. Just you know what I mean? For the culture.
For the culture. Gold coins for everybody.
Type shit.
So let's see, man. That's usually our last question of the night, but we got a couple of minutes. I don't know if you got some shout outs. I do have one more verse I kind of want to play. That's only 50 seconds. So we'll play that too. But you got some shout outs, or maybe get a little bit more into what you're working on or some shit like that.
Well, first and foremost, man, shout out to y'all for having me. You feel me? Please, y'all check out Trip B and Johnny ConCepTz on these Grind Mode Cyphers, because they have amazing verses also. You feel me? Shout out to Lingo for starting this whole shit up. You know what I mean? Starting up Grind Mode to being where it's supposed to be. And like I said, man, a couple more years when we have the documentary and the biopic, you feel me? We're gonna showcase what really outlasted, because a lot of people talk. You feel me? A lot of people talk down. A lot of people was talking crazy, but we're still here standing. You know what I mean? And that's a fact. That's a big fact. You know what I mean? Shout out to Franchise, because you know what I mean. After I met him through Grind Mode, and we've been rocking it ever since. And like you said, you had him on Behind the Grind also. Y'all know what's up. You know what I mean? Check out his Behind the Grind. Good brother, good dude, man. Shout out and shout out to everybody on shout out to the whole Grind Mode family. You know what I mean? Because we are a fam for real. You know what I mean? Whether you're doing your thing whether you're doing your own thing, you coming back. You know what I mean? You got everybody's coming through and showing love, and that's how it's supposed to be. I mean.
Absolutely.
That's real shit, man. Like we were saying at the after party at the Worcester event last month, Vendetta was there and Rage was there, and shout out to those guys, and they're in here right now too, I think. And you know, I was saying, you know, I love you guys, because and I know that's true, because I know if anything bad were to happen to any of you guys, how bad I would feel, and that means I got love in my heart for all you motherfuckers. So
right, man.
So that's true, man. We are a family.
We just said, man, long live Baron, man. He was such a dope artist, man, dope dude. You know what I mean? You know, he was missed, man. When I found out about his passing, man, I was in where was I? I think I was in California or something. I couldn't even like move for a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it was tragic. You know what I mean? So long live Red Baron for me.
Man.
Facts.
Dope ass dude, man.
Dope dude.
For sure.
We miss you. We love you. You feel me? And we're gonna hold it down for you in GME over here. Facts.
Big facts. All right. So last but not least, I got this one last cipher verse we're gonna play before we come back and say peace for the night. Kev's also gonna drop some links. I've also got some Kev's links in the description of this video. We drop his Linktree in there, so make sure you check that out. You can follow him anywhere you need to. I've also got this verse, and we're gonna play it right. Yeah, well, we're gonna present the screen right now. Man, I'll be getting ahead of myself on this thing. I'll be moving too fast for myself sometimes. It's a sign of a genius, they say. No, I just made that up. You just be doing crazy shit, and they go, "I heard that's something geniuses do."
I mean, oh shit! Shout out to Big Proof, man. Shit.
Yeah.
That dude was a monster. Shout out to Big Proof.
Big facts. There he is, right there. Bang. He looks surprised too, huh? He's surprised he's on. He's like, "Oh shit, it's me on here." Oh,
it's me on this shit. God damn it. God damn it.
All right, guys, mute it up.
It be that BX native, why yo representer. My time is always on grind mode, cause I want that cheddar. Rappers lying, how did the faggot even get to do this? Cheddar Bobby cells, I never had the balls to do this. Lyrical enzymes, illustrate my illest lines. But Illa Delta NY, they know the ball will shine. Rappers lying, rap cold shit, to gravitate you know. The only time they carry heat is when they move a radiator. Verbal gladiator, so fly, I hang glide on mountain glaciers. Manifesting angels and demons to defy my nature. While trap artists look stranger like Little Bibby in college, a young thug with male clothing. Cats claiming DDs, getting DDT. Y'all niggas looking like that's a sis, mad DD. The god body that would never be a bodyguard, throwing famous rappers and smashing face in their bodyguard. I'm New York's Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what happens when a chick wanna violate you about some crazy shit about your skills and shit. About what you're doing, that's how you express yourself.
That was great. Look at how excited Lingo was after your verse.
Look how disgusted you are. Why are you so mad?
Because I remember why I was mad, because it was freezing.
It was freezing, facts. It was cold.
And look at what I'm wearing, and I was freezing.
I remember
bro.
that shit was different. You know what I mean?
I don't even want to hear it. And when we went to Maine, I've told this story like 100 times on Behind the Grind, but when we went to Maine, that shit was like negative 10 degrees. That shit was mad fucking cold.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When we was outside with it, unless it was like the summer, man, that shit used to be brutal. But we had to get our shit done. You feel me? So it is what it is. You feel me?
Yeah, it was like we got spoiled for that Brooklyn one we showed y'all earlier. Like that was a nice day. We was all t-shirts.
Times, you feel me?
It was great.
Cats had alcohol in the corner. Then it became then we got to another one that was cold as fuck, negative something degrees out here struggling.
Yeah, we've been through it all, man. That's called paying dues, bro. We out here doing our thing, bro. We out here doing our thing. We really outside, bro.
No lie. A lot of people claim they be outside. Look at the Cypher, man. We really be outside.
Exactly. And that's why I wanted to play the Long Island one too, because it's, to me, it's a very nostalgic, like I want to bring it back up on the screen real quick, because I think like the turnout at the Cypher that day was very dope. And like everyone who was in pretty much like every Cypher was like standing behind us and shit, and you get and the energy of everybody really translated into the video, as opposed to having just the artist of the Cypher, behind the guy rapping. I like it when we shoot it like this, and you have 50 motherfuckers behind you, and
just have the whole gang behind us, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean, showcasing our skill, you feel me? I think that is a beautiful thing, for real. I think we should do that more often.
Me too. But anyways, man, so this is gonna do it, man. This has been volume 61 of Behind the Grind, featuring the homie KevAdventures. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you're watching this on the replay, we really appreciate you. If you're watching this live, we appreciate you as well, even more so. Thanks for joining in on the chat. Thanks for dropping some questions. Johnny, you got something?
I just want to thank Kev for coming through. Just on one of his many adventures, he stopped by Behind the Grind, so I appreciate that. And definitely make sure you guys go check out his stuff. AOK just put his Linktree in the comments, so make sure you go hit that up. Also, me and Trip did just drop the final boss on the Grind Mode channel, so same Grind Mode channel, same Grind Mode time. Check that shit out.
Let me check it out for real. You know what I mean? Check that shit out.
And also, like Kev said, hit him up about the shows in Atlanta. You know what I mean? So thank you to everyone for kicking it. We appreciate it.
We appreciate y'all, man. And thank y'all for having me, man. Shout out to SLNY, Dojo Fam, Sir Spitz and all that. Shout out Grind Mode, shout out Lingo. Shout out to the whole Grind Mode affiliates, man. And you know what I mean? It's only going to be up for here, man. You know what I mean? Grind Mode's going to be up some different shit soon. I promise y'all that.
Big facts. Really appreciate you, bro. Yet again, thanks for taking an hour out of your night and change. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you soon, bro. Much love until then.
Both of y'all, we're gonna chop it up again. You feel me? We're gonna get drunk one time. You know.
Big facts. Let's go.
Facts.
All right, y'all. All right, everybody. Have a good night, y'all. Grind Mode everything.
Peace. Everybody love, man.